Welcome back. So, if you just watched the previous video, this video is definitely going to teach you about the 5 advantages of keeping bookkeeping in your business as an entrepreneur. And if you did not catch the previous video, just once you finish watching this, go ahead and go back and check out the other video, okay? So, before we get dipping and diving in, I want to introduce myself. My name is Yo, the virtual bookkeeper at Osborne Virtual Bookkeeping Solutions. And I want to make sure that entrepreneurs, small entrepreneurs, are aware about bookkeeping, the do's and don'ts, because for the most part, when you're getting started in business, you don't know this information. And so I just wanted to take the time out to share with you the advantages and the disadvantages. We previously talked about the disadvantages, so today we're going to talk about the advantages. Okay, so the first advantage, and there's going to be 5 that I'm going to discuss. The first one is going to be clarity. Clarity is the reason why you are able to move forward in your business when you are wanting to purchase more inventory, or more so for service based. If you're wanting to implement new services, then you need to know how that's going to cost you, and you need to know a little bit more as far as if this is a profitable idea. And so when you have your bookkeeping current, your data will definitely show you your sales trends. It's going to show you, when you're not making sales, and it's definitely going to show you the things that you need to know as far as your spending and so on. And you're able to basically just make better decisions in your business. So that's what clarity gives you with current bookkeeping. The second thing I want to talk about is compliance. So a lot of people is like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner, but is your business set up correctly? A lot of times we just get in this to make a quick money or make some extra money, but we're not actually doing things in the proper manner to make sure that we are compliant according to the government. And when I mean the government, the IRS. So when you're filing your information, you just want to make sure that you are on paper, you are a business, and you've actually filed that paperwork with the correct agencies, whether if that's for your EIN with the federal government, or your business license with your local community, wherever you live, or state. You want to make sure that you are compliant, because the last thing you need is unnecessary fees, okay? The third thing that I want to talk about is better tax strategies and lowering your tax liability. So if your bookkeeping is current, then you're able to do what's called tax planning. And for the most part, we don't really hear about tax planning, especially if you are coming from a corporate background where you're working for an employer. Like, most of us don't know about tax planning, but for an entrepreneur, it is crucial, because you can learn about different ways that you can be able to lower your tax liability, because you're paying a lot more taxes than you normally would if you were working for an employer. So that's just something to definitely keep in mind. But if your bookkeeping is not current, you're not able to tax plan. If your bookkeeping is current, you can tax plan, because your information is accurate and it projects the correct information, and therefore they can give you the correct strategies that you need to utilize so that you don't have to pay out much when it comes time to pay your taxes. The fourth advantage for keeping current bookkeeping, or advantages of bookkeeping for entrepreneurs, is going to be being able to get additional funding. So if you're looking to get some investors involved in your business, or you're looking to apply for grants, or better yet, business loans, you have to have some information, and that information comes from your bookkeeping, and that's being able to show them, how your business is doing well, whether if it's spending money, that spending more than it's making, or if it's making more, or if there's a break even. So that comes from the transactions in your transaction history of your business. So you just want to make sure that your bookkeeping is current at all times. If you go into a networking event and someone asks you about your business, and they may show interest of investing, they're going to ask you certain information that you need to know. So that's why it's important. If you're keeping your bookkeeping current, you're able to be more informed of where you are financially, in you can answer those questions that they're asking you, because the last thing you don't want is somebody asking you certain financial information about your business and you can't answer it. So that's why it's important for you to make sure you keep your bookkeeping current. That's definitely the biggest advantage, okay? And then the last advantage, which is the fifth advantage, is budgeting. So for the most part, when we just getting started, we're in hustle mode and we're just interested in making the extra money. But when we get to making the extra money, we still need to be able to know how to budget, because you can't treat your business the same way you treat your home when it comes to finances. And you want to make sure that you have enough money coming in to be able to afford your necessary expenses to stay in business. And then also in case for emergencies, or if you are looking to, get a coach or just invest in your business, but you don't want to be spending the money as soon as you make the money. And so that's what bookkeeping can help you budget, so that you can actually get a clear picture where you are financially. And it does coincide with clarity, but for the most part, those that are getting in business, we want to make sure we are definitely talking about budgeting and just, setting yourself up or positioning yourself for long term, not just for in the moment or short term, okay? So I hope this information is definitely helpful for you. And if you've made it this far in the video, I definitely want to encourage you to like and subscribe to this channel. This channel is all things bookkeeping, business, lifestyle, and of course you get to learn about me and my business. And make sure you set your notifications so that you can be able to know when I'm posting a new video. Also, I am running a promotion where if you are needing some assistance with getting caught up or cleanup for your business and you just don't have the time to do it, I do have availability. It is limited, but I do have availability where I am taking on clients. That information will be in the description below. And then we can definitely get on the call and we can discuss how we can go ahead and get that accomplished for you, especially if you had to file an extension. You definitely want to get that going as soon as possible. You don't want to continue to delay that. If your bookkeeping is current, kudos to you. If you need a guide that's going to help you stay, on board with making sure you're doing what needs to be done as it relates to bookkeeping, I do have a checklist I've created, and that information is going to be in the description below as well. And I will be updating that checklist also from time to time. So definitely make sure you go ahead and sign up for that as well. I don't want to talk your ear off. I didn't want to make this a long video, but I definitely wanted to share the importance about bookkeeping, especially the advantages, because people don't really take bookkeeping serious until it's tax time. And unfortunately, that's where you're going to lose, because bookkeeping is year round. It is a year-round process throughout your business. And if you're new at business, you need to be able to know this information. And that's why it's important for you to subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be sharing more information about bookkeeping and how it helps your business and what you can do as it relates to executing as an entrepreneur. So if that's something that you like or that you're very interested in, please make sure that you have subscribed, and I will be putting out videos every week and so on. And if there's something in particular that you have a question about or would like for me to discuss, please make sure you comment below, and I will more than welcome discuss that information with you. If you want to contact me, my information will also be in the description below. If it's not related to a cleanup or the checklist or so on, and you just want to make contact, that information will be in the description below. All right, so thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on the next video, okay? And you be well.